Do you want a ton of cores and some epic 1080p gaming, but you don't got a lot of money?
Well, today we have a $450 PC that delivers on that with a 10-core 20-threaded Xeon and a very capable GPU to play whatever game you want to throw at it while on a budget. But before we dive into that, let's hear a word from today's sponsor.
Today's video is brought to you by KTC and their G4 2P5 monitor. KTC has been one of the main manufacturers for brands such as NEC, Samsung, ViewSonic, and more. Today we are taking a look at their G4 2P5 monitor. Featuring a 42-inch LG WBE OLED panel and 4K resolution, this monitor brings your content to life with incredible detail and precision. Whether you're a gamer or creative professional, the KTC G4 2P5 delivers an unmatched visual experience. Gamers will appreciate the lightning-fast 0.1 millisecond response time and ultra-smooth gameplay due to the 138Hz refresh rate. Say goodbye to motion blur and lag. It's time to dominate the virtual world and take your gaming sessions to the next level. The KTC G4 2P5 also offers a wide color gamut and 8.29 million self-lit pixels that ensures accurate and vibrant colors. This allows you to bring your games and movies to life and see every subtle shade and nuance with stunning clarity when paired with the HDR 600 nits peak brightness. Experience incredible PC gaming with the KTC G4 2P5 monitor, now available for purchase on Amazon, KTC Web, or Newegg. It's a fantastic investment that you won't regret. Make sure to check out the links in the description down below, and big thanks to KTC for sponsoring today's video.
So the main star of this video is going to be the CPU motherboard RAM combo from AliExpress. We paid $72 for. Yeah, that is some insanely cheap deals right there, and we got it straight from overseas.
But yeah, for $450, you're getting a lot of good value here, and we're very excited to see how this newer RX 6600 GPU pairs with this older Xeon combo, and if it does very well, you might have a really good option here for budget gaming and content creation in 2023. Let's go ahead and talk about each part, how it makes up this build.
All right, so we have a CPU motherboard RAM combo, and in typical fashion, the CPU comes pre-installed on this very cool color scheme board. So this board kind of has like a blue and black theme going with it. And basically from what we know about these boards, we think that they're essentially new boards, but they may use old chipsets. That basically means that there could be like some e-cycle parts on the board, but we can't really confirm or deny that because we didn't really make them. But yeah, then we have this CPU right here, which is an Intel Xeon E5 2640 V4, and that is a 10-core 20-threaded Xeon, which is pretty crazy. And it is 2011, so keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to take some very specific mounting, which we did kind of have to go out of our way to buy this Silver Soul 135 black cooler. Man, this thing looks like the picture. It is a fat cooler. This thing is just massive, and it's definitely going to keep our CPU cool. Here's what all it supports and everything. But now, obviously, if you do want to save some money, instead of buying this nicer cooler, buy one from AliExpress and just wait a little bit for it. So now for RAM, we have the same brand, and I still don't know how to say this. Is it Cleesire? Let us know in the comments, guys. Like how do we say this? Cleesire? That sounds kind of cool if it was that. But yeah, so we got some, it looks pretty new, just black RAM, no RGB or anything. It is DDR4, and it looks like we got 2666, and it is 16 gigs total. So that is not bad for the price. I mean, it's crazy to think that DDR4 a while ago cost like $100 for 16 gigs, and now we have all of this for 72 bucks. Now we did get a 1TB Silicon Power SSD. It's a 2.5 inch. This does actually have an M.2 on it, but we have no clue if it's like M.2 SATA, M.2 NVMe, and honestly, when we've tried these before, they just don't show up. So yeah, do that at your own risk if you decide to do this build.
Now we decided to go with a newer GPU to pair with this awesome combo, and this is the RX 6600, but we actually bought this one used because they can be had for about $150. We bought this one for $158, and it is a power color 2-fan model, uses 8-pin power, but the 8 gigs of VRAM and just raw horsepower of the RX 6600 is a really good value for money card right now, and I'm very curious to see how well it pairs with an older processor. And to power this build, this is a power supply we've been using a lot. This is a C-tier power supply. That is a Gigamax 600 watt, 80 plus bronze power supply. More than enough wattage for this PC build. This graphics card is incredibly power efficient. We've paired it with way lower wattage power supplies and it works out great. And the Xeon is gonna pull a decent amount of power because it is older, but this gives us a good upgrade path in the future if we wanna go that route. This is a case we use a lot in really cheap budget builds when we wanna add a touch of RGB without spending about $70 or $80 for a case. This is the Matrixx 40, which can be had for around $50. Pretty solid case, 3 quote unquote RGB fans. They're more of a static RGB. It's really not customizable RGB, but it is lighting installed in a case. And for $450, you're getting 10 cores and 20 threads. You're getting an RX 6600, and you're getting a case that is more than capable of making this build look more expensive than it actually is. Let's go and put it together and see how it performs.
Alright, it's time to benchmark this $450 gaming PC. In Apex Legends, we were able to play at 1080p medium-high settings with 144 plus FPS average. The limited CPU bottleneck is very impressive for a combo that's only 80 bucks. Some stutters will happen, of course, with these older Xeons because of the lower clock speeds, but overall, the RX 6600 really wasn't held back by it, surprisingly, so this is definitely one of the best bang for buck combos on the market to date.
Now we're testing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer on the balanced preset 1080p with FSR enabled, and we're getting 100 plus FPS. Now it is a pretty smooth 100 plus FPS. Compared to Apex, we had a few stutters here and there, as Jackson mentioned, but we're still getting a really playable experience, but mainly that's to do with FSR. In FSR, using the upscaling technology that AMD has to offer really helps out with these older Xeons, and even with the RX 6600, it allows the CPU to not be limited by its clock speed, still getting a very smooth experience overall. So definitely consider using FSR if you have these older Xeons. Yes, it can increase input lag, but from our experience, if you're talking really cheap PCs, it's really not that noticeable overall. And yes, it does make it a little bit less pretty, but when we're talking a really budget computer like this, you really can't complain. And especially with a Xeon that doesn't boost up to 3 gigahertz as a 10-core 20-threaded Xeon, you're really gonna have to make some compromises and do some optimization. Now, yes, of course, with these combos, you are limited upgrade-wise, but we're talking under $80 for a CPU, motherboard, and RAM combo. You can make some crazy cheap computers. You could go down to like the $200, $300 price point. We decided to go higher in with a newer GPU, but there's a really big range of CPU, GPU combos you can go with using this combo, so we really think it's well worth it. Now we finished benchmarking this PC with some of the games that we like to play. We're going to run some built-in benchmarks so you guys can see the absolute worst case scenario with this PC, and then we're going to wrap this video up real quick.
Alright guys, we just got done benchmarking our $450 gaming PC, and this is definitely one of the better ones that we've done. I'm actually pretty proud of this one, and the fact that we were able to get that CPU motherboard RAM combo for way under 100 bucks is freaking awesome.
And the best part is there's a ton of different combos on AliExpress, so you can do some shopping yourself. Again, buyer beware. Sometimes you might get some good ones, sometimes you might get some duds. Definitely check the link down below. It'll be in the fill link and will help us out for this entire build. It also links directly to AliExpress and some of our favorite CPU motherboard combos. If there's any other combo you want to see us do a PC build, let us know in the comment section down below, because they're a lot of fun. They're really good value for the money. And in an age where there's a lot of new CPUs on the market that a lot of people normally do build guides with, the Xeons are kind of forgotten about, but we like to do build guides with them because they still deliver great value for the money.
So as always, we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, check out our other 2 YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/toastybros. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
So this gaming PC right here will be for sale at PCBros.tech, and yeah, we're gonna pass the savings on to you all and make this thing a great deal.
PCBros.tech, gaming PCs, gaming laptops, and so much more. Use code ToastyBros2 on checkout. You'll save 2% on your next purchase. See you guys later. Goodbye.